Welcome back to M Hood Fishing, everybody. Today I'm going to fish in the same spot as yesterday, but it's a totally different day. Conditions are totally different. I'm sure you can already tell that it is a much windier day than yesterday. Wind speed's up to 17 right now. And I'm here all by myself for the moment, so we're gonna fish 4 rods solo. If by chance you did not see yesterday's video, this is the spot. We're fishing behind this dock here. We're gonna put a bait there, 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 and there. But there's, it's not this ship, but this ship is going to make it difficult. Now for the part of this session, why this session is gonna be wetter than yesterday. I had to let that cruise ship get way ahead of me because they were blasting Lady Papa, and I don't want copyright strikes. See this wake coming in? Now, technically, today the river is a bit lower than yesterday. Yesterday it was 11.5, today it's 11.4, but at the moment we have an incoming tide, a pretty strong southeast wind, so there's going to be more water coming in. Yesterday evening I was fishing this at a falling tide, so there was a little less water. Now we're fishing close to high tide, which is going to be at 10 something tonight. And we got this wind, so we were going to have some water pushing in on us more than we did yesterday. Real quick, a rig rundown. All the rigs are fairly the same. There's 2 like this. 3 ounce of no roll. About a 3 or 4/0 circle hook. I'm not sure which size that is. I tied it a long time ago. This rig here is exactly the same as the one I just showed you. All right, so for something totally different, we got 2 rigs like this, again with the 3, but a 6/0 in a bigger piece. So we're gonna throw 2 rigs with smaller circle hooks, smaller pieces, 2 rigs with bigger pieces on 6/0s. So my 6/0s, my bigger pieces are on my 10-foot rods. They're Daiwa beef sticks. We're going to cast this one first because the river is going this way, and so it's the current in front of us. We want to cast this one first so it drifts this way, and then we can cast the other one so I don't end up casting over a line. Little tricky to cast in here in my position that I have because of the trees, but it's not too difficult. All right, that's 4 baits out there by myself, and they're not, these 3 are close together, but this one is way over here. Head's got to be on a swivel this afternoon. All 4 of these baits are in a different depth of water. This bait here, the last one I cast, is in shallow water, the most shallow, right? I put it right in the corner here, and that is where it's shallow. There's a bit of a sand hump there, and it drops as it comes this way slowly. And by the time we get to the end here where the last bait is, the end of the dock, that's about maybe 20 feet right now, maybe a little better, maybe a little less, I'm not sure. I know it's deeper. There's a bit of a hole around that structure right there. We may or may not see Clayton. He likes to fish this spot. If we do, I'll make room for him. We're here really close to sunset. That's about maybe an hour away, so we could get a bite any second. We're getting into a high probability time period here, and it's going to be a much warmer night than last night. Last night was in the 50s, kind of chilly by the time I left here. Tonight it's going to get down to 63, which is good. I like to see these overnights come up into the 60s and stay there or progress even warmer. And we're going to see that all next week. Well, this is Sunday, so I guess we're going to see it all this week. We're going to see daily temps in the high 70s and low 80s, and our nightly temps are going to be in the 60s or a little better than that. And that's good. That means everything's going to progress, and water temps are going to slowly come up, and the fishing is just going to improve in the river as we go. Oh, something's up. I hope this is a fish and not just the wind. Saw something, that's why we turned the camera on. And we got a slack line. Oh, you guys see it? Just a little more than the wind going on affecting this line. It's getting a bite. Really hard sometimes to see these bites when the wind is coming in, whipping around like this. There it goes. Look at it. Come on, just get serious. I'm gonna go ahead and pick up the rod and reel the slack up. That's where I feel him. Got him. Just did a gentle pull back and reeled a little bit. Had to wait a bit, maybe about an hour it felt like. Probably less than that, but it felt like an hour. Feels like an okay fish, not giant, but not small either. Get them up here and see what we got. That bite really accumulated. It was the slightest tap at first. You could barely see it in this wind. Yeah, he's not too big. But that's a decent size eater right there. Decent size blue cat eater. Nice. 4 pounds, maybe 5 pounds. Pretty cool. I'm not actually keeping fish tonight. I've got dinner scored away. There he goes. Oh, he's coming back. It is now sunset. We don't have much light left. By this time last night, we had better catches than today. It is a little calmer out there, it seems, than when I first started here, but a lot slower. I mean, it could be drastically different from one day to another at a spot. As far as I know, I've only had the one bite that produced the fish on this rod. It'll stay a little longer, but it seems like we might have a relatively short video today. Definitely a great afternoon to put out 4 rods, because it is not crazy. It is just now after 8 o'clock. It might be a one fish video, but it means you still get your daily M-Hood video. So yeah, you're right, guys. I'll be back at it tomorrow. I got to get up early anyway and do a bunch of stuff. And we're going to fish again tomorrow somewhere, something. Yeah, you're right. Thanks for watching and subscribing, and I'll see you next time.